What do y'all think about making national news at the beginning of this year with the chick putting that on TV and it with the hallways so packed?
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. And also what's
national news. I mean.
Seriously. And what's even crazier is that the school tried to suspend her for that.
Yeah, which is insane.
That is crazy.
Lakota, what's up, guys? How y'all doing, man?
What up?
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Introduce yourself.
I'm Jack McWhorter, the drummer.
The drummer.
Giovanni Jackerson. I play guitar.
Giovanni is a cool name for a guitarist too, though. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. You got the hair. You got the chain. It's unbuttoned with the glasses. You're ready to fucking play, ain't you?
You know He's ready. I'm always ready.
There you go.
Matter of fact,
I'm Martin.
He's gonna do it
Rodriguez.
Again. Martin Rodriguez, you are the harmonica player.
Yes. No, I'm actually the
dumb baby.
Triangle player.
Yeah.
I'm the other guitarist in the band.
The guitarist. So you got two guitarists. No bass.
No, our lead singer is also our bass.
He's the bass. Okay. Yeah. And we're missing the lead singer. What's his name?
Adam Edwards.
Okay. Well, how'd you get the name Lakota?
It's a name of a Native American tribe.
Okay. What part of what region?
I want to say it's around.
Look it up.
Yeah.
While we're doing
I want to say origins in South Carolina.
Okay.
But I'm not exactly sure. But it was just that sounds cool. So
they were one of the largest Native American tribes in South Dakota.
South Dakota.
So it was a South.
We can get the fact check
Carolina.
on it,
Yeah.
Something south.
Lots of
Dakota.
Lots of Indians in South Carolina though, on the Santee River and all that. You know, lots of.
Is it South Dakota?
It's both Dakotas.
Okay.
North and South. There you go. Look at that.
Oh yeah,
Lakota. No kidding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're gonna have to change your name when you get famous.
That's a talk that we literally had yesterday.
That's amazing that you said that.
You're gonna have to change your name. Of course, you're not. There's no derogatory term. It's just the name of the tribe. Right. So you probably won't.
No.
Right.
We made a website the other day, and we couldn't buy Lakota.com because it's obviously a tribe.
For sure.
Yeah. So we had to
Lakota.cc.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did speak about it. The biggest issue that we're having, it's like a small 3-to-1 split, is that if
who's the one?
The one is
it
Adam
3-to-1?
He's not here.
It is 3-to-1. I mean, do you support changing the name?
Yeah. I mean, I think that if we're gonna do it, it should be kind of now.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Because we're to the point to where it's not like we're losing much if we change it now.
The worry is that if we change it, then we would have to do a hard reset.
Yeah, which I'm not sure because the growth. I don't know. I'm optimistic in that we'll grow more in when we're working more in the coming years. So I would say that just based off of the past year 2 years of just the band forming has been bullshit with just dealing with it coming from the ground up. And so now that we're
it's the hardest time.
Oh yeah.
So it's the growth really comes in the future. So
I'll tell you, I don't know. I said that just because it's kind of a PC thing now that's going on with sports. I just don't think it's derogatory, so I think you're good. I do.
Yeah.
No, it isn't derogatory, and you're
and
absolutely
I love the name.
Yeah. It does. It does.
And I love one-word names. It's real simple, easy to remember. So.
Yep. No, it's good. Where'd y'all meet?
High school.
Where'd y'all go to high school at?
North Paulding,
Wolfpack.
That's right.
Come on, Pack.
The pack. Y'all probably live in the neighborhood.
In your neighborhood?
Yeah, I mean, you live in Seven Hills, Bentwater.
I live in Seven Hills.
I do too.
I lived there for 15 years.
Did you?
Moved to Smyrna now.
Smyrna.
What part of Seven Hills?
I am in where it doesn't have a name, but it's Woodbury was the name. But that's what the sign was as low as 300, the low 300s. Which what a fucking lie, by the way.
Yeah,
right.
It's never.
It's all tax.
I never built a house, so I built this one 6 years ago. And when it says in the low 200s or the low 300s, you are not building a house you'll be buying a house, building a house for the low 300s when it says low 300s. You're just not doing it, man.
Why?
Because first off, that isn't a perfect grade You know, so, and I'm going to say this because I'm not an engineer or a builder or anything, but from what I learned, the grade has to be perfect to get that, and then you have to do everything in your house builder grade. So, you know, you have to do the boob lights or whatever. You have to do the hardware on your doors have to be the cheapest piece of shit ever. The door itself has to be the cheapest piece of shit. The carpet, no hardwood floors. So if everything you add on,
it's all,
tick, and then when you get it to the lighting, it could add 20, 30,000. You know, every outlet you add in your house is $100.
What?
So they have a certain amount with the house, but if you want to add here's $100. That you didn't
even just like furnishing too. I mean, $2,000 couch. Like,
yeah, but what I'm talking about to build it, no, we ain't put a roll of toilet paper in there yet, man.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about just the build, just the build. Yeah.
I mean, you could have done it yourself.
I mean, my brother went through pretty much the same thing. He
Thank you
built a house
for your
up
confidence,
in
but no.
Emerson, this past year. So.
Well, Emerson, the land is a lot though.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Emerson, not Emory. Emerson. Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. He built it himself?
No. It was like a neighborhood where they were popping up houses.
Yeah.
They had those that you could choose from, and
probably a good area in Emerson to buy that because of Lake Point going up there, and it's probably a little cheaper. But in 5 years, that thing it'll go up tremendously. That's a good place to build right now. Yep. So
for sure.
So Wolfpack. All right. So who writes?
Mainly me and the singer.
Okay. All right. And how many songs have you written this far?
Probably like 6 or total. Maybe.
That are like finished songs. Though.
Yeah, like
just like
cool
songs that we've written though. It's gotta be.
Yeah, I would say probably like 7.
And what would you say your genre is? What do you play?
That's a hard question.
It's kind of a hard question because in the past, the music that we have out is sort of different than the music that we're making now. So in the past, it was like first song was like a real 70s rock song.
Cool.
And then after that, it was like I don't even know. It's still
sort of pop song.
It was it was like a pop Beatles song pretty much. And then and then the next song, What's the Use?
That one was a little bit closer. That was like a
that's sort of like a bridge from
gangster rap. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
But it's more like a indie, like modern sort of like surf song. So
okay.
And then progressing after that, it's turning into more just like psychedelic, modern, synth heavy, and guitar heavy.
Okay.
So
it's been a little bit of a struggle trying to figure out our exact sound, but as we develop,
we have so many
this
influences.
project, yeah.
Yeah, I think that I just think that bands these days the song sounds the same. They have 12 songs that all sound the exact same. So making it different is good.
No,
to
yeah,
me. It's
for
good.
sure.
I mean, I'm not an expert, but I am a listener. I love music, so
Variety's the spice of life.
yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
See, your mom she had that on an apron. I'm sure. Going, that's it.
Actually, it's on my
then a
bumper
little sign
sticker.
that
That's
says,
it.
Lord bless this house.
Right.
That's it. Eat,
Bless this
love,
nest.
live.
Right.
Laugh, love,
Yeah.
live,
Yes.
eat.
Oh my gosh.
bless
We
this
have those signs all over our fucking house. My mom puts them up.
Yep.
I love that commercial that it's one of the insurance commercials. Like, you don't need that sign, trying to not get them to act like their parents. It's like everybody knows you need to love, laugh, and live.
Yeah.
Throw that sign away.
Yep.
It's the way of life.
So how long have y'all been together?
Well, it was formed. Lakota was formed in 9th grade. We're now seniors. He's 1 year older. Or what are we? No, we're not seniors anymore.
You just graduated high school.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, we all just graduated. But in 9th grade, so 4 years ago, in biology class, Mr. McGuire's, me and Adam and this kid Michael Jokic met, and he goes by Yogi, and he's a former bandmate and sort of like one of the founding members. Sort of us three were like, we're gonna make a band.
Sure.
Whatever. And then so 9th grade went by, pretty much nothing done. 10th grade, pretty much nothing done. Besides our first show in 10th grade.
I believe
October.
I thought it was junior year.
Maybe it was junior year. So
I
yeah,
attended it
yeah.
as a fan.
Yeah, as a fan, you did. And then, so yeah, that's 10th grade, gone, pretty much nothing also. And then 11th grade, was a little bit more serious with the pickup of you and Dulane, who is former pianist, keyboardist.
Cool.
And so, yeah, we had our first show in October, had like a little Halloween party. Then after that, we had another show in December. And then
That was a release party, wasn't it?
Yep. Yeah. October was a release.
Where'd y'all
No, it
have
was
it at?
December. We did it at my house. We recently extended
In Smyrna?
So my mother lives here in Senator's Ridge.
Okay.
And we did it there.
Just in the driveway?
No,
Clubhouse?
so we extended a back. We recently extended our back deck.
Yep.
And we did it in the back there.
Cool.
It was fucking cool.
Yeah,
It was a
pretty
cool
long
show.
Deck, so
That's so
it was a good
weird
spot.
that winery's right there in the middle of a subdivision.
Yes,
like at the end.
I know
Isn't
what
that
you're
weird
talking
as shit?
Yeah.
Have you
We
been
actually
there?
looked
I
into
haven't
playing
been
there.
there.
It's like right there where your mom lives or lived or lives.
What is it called?
I can't even pronounce the name.
On
It's
60
it
It's a
is-
vineyard.
it is-
It's a vineyard.
It's in Cobb. Like
Yep.
it's where Center's Ridge and Paulding. But if you keep going down on Dabbs Ridge, like you and I don't even, is it called Dabbs Ridge still?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Dabbs Ridge.
And then you take it's like in a subdivision. You go through a subdivision, a gated subdivision that's in Cobb County. It's like probably a mile before the turn to get on 41.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And you go down into a subdivision. You take a couple of rights. You're going by regular houses, and then at the end of the subdivision, there's a winery. There's a vineyard there.
I want to say I know what you're talking about because I
Starts with
know
an O, like Ochoa or whatever.
I know that if you're going down Dabbs Bridge towards 41, and you make a right, there's a little ways before. There's like a big gate. And
That's where it is. Yes.
It's the deer
Yes,
antlers.
that's
and
where it
everything.
is.
Yeah.
That's where it is. Yes.
So funny enough, I actually looked in for us to play there when the compound, like the venue for that, got canceled.
Yeah.
And
The compound in Atlanta?
No, it was
It was
this little show that we had done one time. We called it the compound.
That was
I guess.
last October.
Yeah, that was like the place of it.
He
right?
called. Like, it was like some guy's
Yeah.
house, and he had like a tennis court in his backyard and set up a stage. It was really cool.
Cool.
And
Yeah, we had a couple bands.
it's called the
play.
Compound.
And so yeah,
we had like a
everybody
little
just called it the
festival there.
Compound. And then we wanted to do another show there and had it all planned for like months and everything. And then venue got like shut down. We couldn't do it there. And so last minute we were
Family
trying to see if
issues.
we could. Yeah, I don't know.
What do you guys
I
think?
don't know what the deal was.
What do y'all think about making national news at the beginning of this year with the chick putting that on TV and it with the hallways so packed?
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
That
huh?
is crazy. And also, what's
National news. I
Yeah,
mean.
seriously. And what's even crazier is that the school like tried to suspend her for that.
Yeah, which is insane.
That is crazy.
She I feel sorry for her because she got a lot of flack for that, but
Yeah.
she probably shouldn't have done it. It's a dumb move, anyways. But
Yeah,
she's what 17, so what are you gonna do? 17-year-olds do dumb shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did way worse to that, so that's nothing. This was not a her problem. This was a Board of Education administration problem, and I've said this on this podcast or one of the other podcasts before. So my daughter goes to Shelton, or both of my daughters go to Shelton.
That's where I went.
And
Same.
a great school, and but so I don't even know who the principal is, and all y'all know my sister because she's a teacher at North Polton. But these geniuses said, all right, here's what we're gonna do because of COVID, and we don't know a ton about COVID at this time, right? We're learning. Right? People are dying, not a lot of people. People are.
You're
dying.
talking about last
Kids.
August.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm talking about like 8 months ago.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That's when this happened. Yes, that's when this happened. That's when that video went
Yeah,
crazy.
it was
first day of
August.
school.
Yeah,
First,
literally
Right.
like first week.
So the geniuses at the board and your principal decided that the best thing to do was to split up the Monday, Wednesday,
hybrid schedule.
Tuesday, Thursday, right? Well, the problem with this is, and this is the problem with a lot of government and a lot of school and things like, they don't think with common sense, right? So common sense says, okay, so is that going to make COVID go away or
Yeah.
not, or is it going to make it safer, right? Because that's
Yeah.
the whole thing. Is it safe, right? Well, it's not going to make it safer
Yeah.
at all. And let me tell you why. Because y'all are still going to hang out with the people that go
Exactly.
on Monday when you're on Thursday.
Exactly.
You're still going to hang out with you because they're your friends, number one. Number two, McClure and Burnt Hickory went 5 days.
5 days, yeah. Little brothers, little sisters.
They live together.
Yeah.
These people live together.
It's so dumb.
So it's
it really
insane.
is.
So I'm dealing with this. My wife's a teacher too, so I'm dealing with this. I'm going, idiots. You don't have to have a PhD to understand that, right?
Yeah.
So it was an eyeball thing. I want to make it look like we're doing better,
Right.
Right, which is bullshit to me.
Yeah.
You know what? Tell the parents to go fuck off. That's what I would say. If you don't want your kid to come to school because you feel unsafe, take them home. That is your choice. That's your choice. That's how I felt. So a lot of times I walk my daughter up to Shelton. I walk across the thing, let her in, and I go back to my car. I don't wait in the car. I don't do it all the time. I do it once a week, maybe twice a week. And it's special for me as a father. I like doing it. She's, I got a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old. And the administrators up there told me that for safety reasons, I can't do that. And I said, okay, man.
Like you can't walk to school. They were like, you can't.
That's right. Well, you can't walk up to school. It's not like I walk to school. I went and parked and got out. I got out, and I walked them across the thing. I talked to them. Just gives me a chance to do something different, right? And I said, well, that doesn't make sense. You got to make sense. And the principal called me. I'm like, I'm not listening to that. I'm just not doing it, man. If you tell me a good reason, it's policy. I was like, no, it's not policy, man. You can't write policy in 3 months, man. You can't write. There's nothing on paper saying that.
Yeah.
There's no policy. That's something that you wanted to be policy. I get, but it's not policy. I was like, and the principal's a smart guy. He's not dumb. He's a really good principal, but he's like, Jay, it's just kind of how it is right now. That's what he said. I said, okay, that's fine. I said, but it's insane, because what's safer in COVID? Being inside, being trapped, or being outside walking, or getting all the cars out at one time and shuffling them like herds where you're right beside each other. Because when we did that, my kids were the only kids that didn't get in herds going in, so it was safer. So, I don't know.
It's kind of
Look, it was hard on everybody, especially in those decisions and those things that had to be. They did the best they could, but Jesus, make better common sense.
Yeah.
It's just
Well, I know
sense.
that. So for this past semester, our last semester of high school, what they had us do is they gradually increased it from 2 to 5 days, but attendance wasn't mandatory. So for the most part, no, it was not. So like if you really wanted to stay home and do your work online, you could do it online.
Of course, yeah, and that was your choice. So if you're a parent bitching about it, you can't do that,
right?
Because if you feel unsafe, you shouldn't have sent them in the first place,
right?
Yeah.
And that's your right, and I respect that right. I totally do. But if you want to go in, you go in. If you don't, you don't. But you can't call up and bitch. Look, that's just it.
Nobody's gonna be pleased.
Yeah.
You're not gonna please everybody. That's right. And if I'm the administration and I'm them, I'm like, fuck you. That's what I'd say. I'd be like, no, you go do you, then at home.
That's why I think it was the best option for this semester, just to have it was very optional, which I was definitely a fan of. If I wanted to go, I went. If I didn't feel like going that day, I didn't go.
Then you did your work on the computer.
Yeah.
And if you didn't do it on the computer, you wouldn't pass.
Right.
So
And I graduated, so
and that's another thing is you guys lived through high school in a time that nobody ever had to do.
Yep.
Ever. I lived as a young, as a parent with young kids that you can't get advice from something that never happened.
Right.
You know what I mean? It happened in the 1920s. That ain't the same time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Most of those people were still riding horses. No, they were. I mean, there was not a lot of cars. I mean, in the 20s, they had cars, but not everybody had cars.
No, you're right.
Indoor plumbing, nope, didn't exist.
I heard somebody say one time, it was like, America was only created like 6 people ago, or something like that. It was like, because,
not a lot,
think about it, if like every person lives like 80 years,
You're right. It's not
something like
not
that.
long. Not long.
Like 1700s?
Yeah.
It's amazing what we've done, though, in 6 people, though, right? Insane.
That is crazy, actually.
I mean, technology and everything, how far this country has come in that short period of time.
It really is wild.
Well, if you think of like the entire
we're talking
span,
about 100 years ago. I just said indoor plumbing really rare, didn't even hardly exist. Refrigeration barely existed. People were riding horses.
Even like when I was first born, like my parents had no Kias. My dad had a BlackBerry.
That's still like alien technology.
What year were you born?
I was born in 2002. So I'm not gonna say that I'm like.
So yeah, I got that was Nokia's. Those are square phones.
Yep.
Maybe it's a little later.
I can flip phones were like 04.
Yeah.
Paris Hilton.
Yeah, you're right.
Paris Hilton's the one that got those famous. Probably 04, 05.
That was a wild era.
And then 4 years later, and there was a bunch of phones that the sidekicks came in existence about that time.
The Blackberries. Those are the Blackberries.
Well, not the Blackberries, but they had little sidekicks. Those were made by like Samsung, Nokia. They were made, and they just slid up, and
that's
you had the thing in there.
That was my first phone.
Was it?
Yeah,
those are cool.
Yeah.
The Metro PCS.
So I had I had that square Nokia.
Yep.
For sure. In the early 2000s. Yeah, they're easy to break now, right? But you have a computer in your pocket, so it's just awesome.
It's insane. Like,
have you seen that dude that invited you up, Mellopool dude that did the he does the beats of that? That's pretty insane,
I don't know. I haven't
on Garage.
seen that.
Yeah,
show it to him. Can you pull that up?
Mellopool, and they did a podcast.
Is it Eric Zimmerman?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he did the beat, the drums on his iPhone.
That is actually really cool.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. How did y'all meet those guys?
Through Jack.
Yeah, so my brother is friends with Riley. I'm not exactly sure how. Maybe they went to high school or just mutual friends, whatever. But my brother always goes like whenever they play locally, and I'll go, and I met them, and they've actually brought me on stage and played a song with them a few times. So it's awesome. Yeah, they're really cool guys.
You got to stick with each other and help each other. Bands have to do that, man.
No doubt.
You got to. It's hard enough to do it alone. If you got 3 or 4 other bands that are helping you out, it just makes sense.
Oh, for sure.
I think that's something else that business in general has a lot of are working together more than
right.
In the 60s, 70s, 80s, you didn't even talk about business because you didn't want somebody to steal your idea.
Yeah, right.
Very, very, very selfish. But there's so many people now that everybody can have a place at the table.
Right.
Really can. I think so. Show.
Early in the morning.
Yeah, I watched this.
Into the street. Light me up that cigarette. My strapped shoes on my feet. Got to find a reason things went wrong.
Soundproofing on the under the phone.
I think it had to because of the beating on the table. That's right.
Innovation.
I can still get high. And I can play the guitar like a motherfucker.
Look at that stash. What a great stash.
That song is so funny because he says, I can play the guitar like a motherfucking riot, and then he plays like a shitty ass fucking guitar solo.
What's up, guys? So he wasn't the guitarist though.
Well, it's Bradley Noel, the singer.
Yeah, Bradley Noel's
but it's funny
was a singer. He didn't play the guitar, right?
Yeah, well, he said in the lyric is like, and I can.
You're talking about like the Sublime guitar.
Yeah, the Sublime song. Yeah,
not like the recording of it.
Yeah, the recording of it.
I was like, damn, that was kind of mean.
No. Is that what it sounded like? Like I said.
Yeah.
No. I was just saying. No, they look. I don't know.
Yeah. We're like, we love Mellopool. And we're just like, that shit sucks.
I can't go like that guy's a badass guitarist. I can listen to it, and because I don't know how to play the guitar.
Yeah.
So it's like I can go to, which I did go to a John Mayer concert and go, that dude is so awesome at playing guitar. I mean, like he laid it down and played it like a piano. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
A lot of people can't do that. I know that, even though I'm I know that that's good.
Yep.
So when you're saying, hey, that was kind of a, in the Sublime song, that's kind of a shitty guitar riff, I wouldn't know that. I just liked that song a lot, and I liked Sublime a lot.
Oh, I love Sublime.
But another musician would be like, that's a great song, but it was a shitty music.
Right.
Yeah, I've never heard that, but I wouldn't go, okay, yeah, you're wrong. I mean,
I think that's
just
it's
more
not necessarily
like a personal,
about it being
like it's all subjective.
It's like about it fitting the song. Like that perfectly fits that song.
Yeah, I guess
it's
does,
almost like the style of that song. Like it's an
well, their
acoustic
style
guitar,
anyways
laid
was it wasn't about.
It's not like technical
killing the guitar.
No,
it was about lyrics and the way they put it together, and it was they're a ska.
Except for the solo on Date Rape.
West Coast punk.
Well, it was laid back. It was
awesome.
laid back music. It was good music.
And they were really famous in the midst of NWA and Death Row. Mm-hmm. So and I know that's the different genre, but they did have to fight the popularity of that genre of music getting that big that quick.
Yeah, and they were such a niche genre. It was like reggae. Punk,
well, it was hip hop beats with like surf.
Yeah,
it was cool.
Yeah,
innovative.
Oh yeah, they were awesome. They were you know, they were when I was in high school. That was the band, and Pearl Jam, of course, all the T-shirt, T-shirt Seattle bands.
I like Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam's awesome; they're incredible. But all the there's so many bands that came out of Seattle, like 20 bands at those 5 years. Oh, Candlebox, Soundgarden.
Soundgarden is fucking awesome.
They're awesome, yeah. Yep. So yeah. Well, look, guys, man, it was awesome coming, man. I can't wait to see y'all play this Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah, y'all ready?
Oh, I'm very excited.
We bought a stage. We bought a stage. So
yeah, give some more details on it. Like I'm really interested. Like who's the mastermind?
Pull up the flyer. So this goes back to my high school year. Well, we went to like elementary school, but so Joffrey Slaughter owns a company called All Profit Entertainment, and he has managed and promoted rap artists for a while.
Okay.
And so he started bringing his artists over here to do podcasts, and like we go back a long way, and we hadn't reconnected in a while, but I called him just randomly, was like, hey man, bring some of your artists over here to do a podcast. He was like, yeah. So we started reconnecting.
Awesome.
And it was during the pandemic when nothing was open, and I was like, we should do a concert out here in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Right here. That's how it kind of started.
Okay.
And they were like, yeah. All of them are like, yeah. I was like, I'll even call some of my friends that have some bands that want to play, and we'll do that. And it kind of evolved into, hey, let's do it at land so more people could come, sell some tickets. So that's kind of how it evolved. And we're gonna just mix them in. I'm sure y'all saw the lineup. So it's gonna be 4 rap artists, a band, 4 rap artists, a band, and a band.
Yeah.
So, so there it is. It's June 19th, which is this Saturday. In Rockmart, Georgia, 536 Morgan Road, and it's going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. I don't know how many people are going to be there. They could be 50 or 3,000.
Right.
We have zero idea, but we're going to have fun no matter what. And it's a good time for people to, even if there's only 50 people there, it's a good time to network.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
A lot of my guys will be here. They'll be videoing you. He'll give you the clip of the video so you guys can put it on your social and all that.
Even just like this being connected with that makes it worth it.
And then you connect with Joffrey and all his guys, and they might know a place where you can play. And you
never know. You just have to do it.
And honestly, like aside from all that, it's just just a day to go out and just play music. Like,
have fun.
Why would we say no?
The thrill of playing live is something that you can't get anywhere else.
Nope.
Truly, you can't.
No, one of my reps she's never been to a live concert, and I learned it on one of the podcasts. Like, what? I was like, we're going to a concert. I've been to hundreds of them because does it sound better on the radio? Yes.
Right.
Does it sound better on a MP3? Yes. Is it better than a concert? No, because you can feel it.
Yeah,
right. And they're right there.
Like you can feel it. Like you can feel it in your skin. You can feel the vibrations and the energy of the crowd and everything. It's just better.
Yeah,
it's better.
There's nothing like it for sure.
It is. It's the best.
So good luck to you guys. I'll see you on Saturday. We're gonna kick ass.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Hell yeah.
Invite all your friends. Invite everybody. I pushed it on Facebook today. Spend some money to push it, so invite everybody. $25 all day. You get to hear everybody for $25. So, Soup Sandwich, guys. Thank you for coming in.
Sure, man. Thank you for having us.
See you guys. Yep.
Thank y'all.